shootable, whatever, to attack by apps of unknown source. Do you agree?
Agree.
Allow. Okay, let me see. Now, where are you? Where to go? It says this app is fake. It tries to take over your device to steal your data.
That's what we don't want to do. But can you send me a picture of that? Okay. Okay, harmful blog. Can you hit the more details?
Yeah. It says installing this app may cut your device. You put your device at risk. Learn more about Play Protect. And then at the bottom, and then it says install anyway.
Install anyways.
Now it popped up to like a website. It says supportgoogle.com, Android /answer, and then has a number. There's use Google
Are you
Play
on?
Protect.
Are you on Telegram or on WhatsApp?
I'm on WhatsApp.
You're on WhatsApp. Okay. Let's get on. We can get on a WhatsApp, but I'd rather get on a Telegram just due to the fact that like that's our little hub where you can kind of reach out anytime. I just made like messaging on there free. So let me send you a link for that. I'll let you get on that and on your own time, and then just for the meantime, we can get on WhatsApp.
I think I downloaded that.
Telegram.
Yeah, I got it right here.
Okay, cool. I just sent you a link to that group if you're not a part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on this, yeah.
Okay, cool. I I think yeah, you probably are on there. Okay, let me search. Um, I just sent you a message. Let me know if you got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, I'm gonna hang up on here and then call you on Telegram.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Can you hit the back button? Just hit the back button, and it looks like we might have just.
Hit it again.
Yeah, try to install it again or download it again. Install. Let's click on that download anyways.
More details. See, it brings me back to that.
I don't feel like we're clicking on the install anyways. Or what is it? Yeah, install.
Okay, let me. Okay, so.
Try hitting the mouse mode, the mouse button.
Oh, okay. And just kick me back here.
Interesting. What does this say? Like, okay. Hit open file. Yeah.
Now install it.
Yeah. Let's try using that mouse mode. Open. Does it say open? What does that say? What are the options?
Oh, open and done.
Okay, hit open.
While using the app. Let me turn it there.
Allow.
It says only this time, deny, or while using app.
What are the options?
While using the app, only this time, deny.
While using the app.
Okay, what's this? Allow all the time?
Yes.
Is that for location?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and now keep this hit okay. Alright.
Yo, is that impressive or is that impressive? Like,
yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot of shit. Okay, 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 okay. All right, so that's just part of it. I still need to get you kind of logged in. Let's first test out a movie, make sure it's working.
So anything?
Yeah.
Just hit it. I have to download it, or just hit watch.
Watch. But you have the ability to like download at the same time.
Okay, what is this? I just choose one?
You got to pick one depending on your Wi-Fi, which one's the best connection and all that stuff. You could try with the first. If not, you can kind of fall down
Well, yeah,
the list.
my Wi-Fi is pretty good. I'm hardwired in.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, I'm hardwired into that little box, so.
Boom, look at that. You could tell it's pulling up, loading fast. In the case it's not loading or if it's like buffering a little bit, just try a different link. But
Okay.
this one looks like it's working fine, so that's good. Great quality. What movie was that?
The Odyssey.
Okay.
That did one. Okay, so this is an app for the movies, right? Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, not that one.
Yeah. Yep. Perfect. And then so now let's get you logged into the IPTV Smarters. While I kind of retrieve like your 10-year account, I'm gonna send over the Venmo.
I think I already did.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
For this, because you already paid the 45, if you could just send like 150 for the 10-year account.
Okay.
So it's a 10-year account, but it's actually like 11-year account, so it's not gonna expire till like 2037.
Okay, let me just name that 10 years or 11. What's that? Oh my gosh, no wonder. That's our. Okay.
Mm, Were you able to send over the Venmo?
Yeah.
Now, do you have Zelle by chance? Like, or you just don't
I
like
do.
using it?
Yeah.
Let me try to send the request because Venmo really like the Zelle is with my business account, and so it does like all my kind of tracking.
On that. Okay, I got you. I'll start doing that.
Okay, wait 1 second. Let me just add you so I can send the request, make it a little bit easier.
Well, I just did the Venmo. Should I? Yeah, I sent it for there.
Oh wow. Okay. Um. All right, that's fine. Let me just send you the account. 1 second.
I think I do have your Zelly though, because you sent that too, and I asked you if I could just send it to Venmo. You said, "Yeah, go ahead." But your Zelly's right here. I have that already.
We'll do that like next month. That's fine.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I got it right here.
Okay, just sent you that.
Oh, on that chat.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna sit on the phone while you answer that. I'm just gonna mute myself while I take this other call.
Okay. Baby. Baby. Esther. Come here, babe. Please. Will you read me the username? It says
SWDP.
and it's all capital, right?
Yep.
P.
E. 2. W. Four.
I need the password.
Four.
You said 4.
4.
Oh.
H.
All capital.
Yeah. Y. 6. W. TS. That's it.
And what about that?
Oh, it's HTTP. Just like that, HTTP. Another T. P. Semicolon.
It's the 2 lines, right?
The 2 dots. That one. And then,
Slash 2.
yeah. And then X. These are all going to be in lower. R. V.
R.
And then V. And then N. V. B. A. T. T. And then Y. Dot. I. O. I. J. U.com.
Okay, I'm back. So, as far as the login, how did it go? Did you get logged in?
Yeah, but it said invalid password. I'm just checking re-entering everything.
Let me make sure I sent it correctly. Okay.
Shit. Says playlist added. Okay, yeah, we're good.
Nice.
So, oh, is there any way you can send me the info on the movie channel thing, so that way I can do it up in my room too? On my Fire Sticks.
It should be in the Telegram. Yeah,
Should
if
be
you
in
go
the
to Telegram, and then you go to either the Neto AI setup guides, you'll see it has like how to get the new Unlinked app. If you go to the Neto AI news and alerts, it'll have both the links on there, the unlinked.com and the Fire Media.
Okay, gotcha.
Let me try to make I can try to make a better like setup guide for you on that.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't really follow soccer, but I did not know the World Cup was there.
No, for real. That's crazy.
That was crazy out there.
Wait, the World Cup was where?
In New York.
Oh, for real? Damn.
Yeah, they played it Sunday. It was Sunday.
What the hell? Like, out of all places.
I know. I get there, Nelson, at the airport.
It was like bigger than the Olympics.
Yeah. You should have seen how many people were in Times Square with freaking Argentina jerseys, Messi jerseys.
I would have been pissed off. I couldn't stand it. But no, for real. Like, go Spain for real.
Yeah, they lost. I mean, Argentina lost. I'm glad.
But no, that's really cool. That's really cool. You got to see that though. That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Check it out. Make sure it's working.
Oh.
So were you out there for like personal or like business?
I went out for the New York Yankees LA Dodgers series.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I guess FIFA is not working on.
Where is baseball at right now? Like, are they almost in like the playoffs?
Oh, they just finished. The All-Star break was last week, and this was the first game of the second half.
Because you're not confident in your insurance.
So yeah, it's working.
Okay. Perfect.
Everything's working.
So and that's the 10-year count. That's the movie update. As far as like new apps, new platforms, stay tuned in the Telegram. You can always be making sure that your service is working and that everything's up to date. Let me just
It's
update
50 a month, correct?
Yeah, 50 a month.
Okay.
I'm just gonna update your file with everything. Do you have any questions for me?
No. I don't need these apps no more, right? Them too? Like that one and this one?
Not necessarily. No. You could maybe you can maybe delete them. That's the next thing I'm kind of working on, like maybe a better app than the IPTV Smarters, something with like a better interface. But as far as the content, everything's kind of unlocked on there.
Okay. Sounds good, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir. And then if you have any questions or know anybody who needs a service, let me know. I'll be glad to assist.
Will do. Thank you.
All right, take care. 10-year account. All right, so today's lesson is investing 101. So first, you have to get money to invest. Very number one thing that you need to do. Very number one thing you need to do. Okay? And now for this lesson specifically, hold on, let me finish these notes here. 10-year account plus movie app, Cinema HQ, plus he's on an 8K box. Okay. Follow just create note. Get paid yearly, got a new code, got to set up with the movie app. He paid on Thursday. New York fan, New York Yankees fan. Win. Alright, cool. I like the fact that he flew out to NYC to watch him and came back and had layover and shit. Shout out to the rack. Shout out to the rack. You know that. Alright, y'all. Let's see what's going down for real. Let's see what's going down for real. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Alright, it takes a lot of like effort to like know what books you want to get and store them and keep them in good condition and all that. I'm not saying that's what I did, but we got one book here. And so basically, definitely recommend this read for investing. The Richest Man in Babylon. Why are we going over investing but we haven't looked at a chart yet? Why are we going over the fundamentals of investing on Tuesdays? Because every Tuesday I want to bring, some type of education. Every day I want to bring some type of education series to my channel, to my audience. And part of this is I don't know. But we may turn it into some webinars and all that stuff. But right now, we're keeping it simple, keeping it basic. Each kind of live stream can be some type of education series. And on this one, the richest man in Babylon, right? It's not old enough to have like an old book smell, but I smell something. Fajitas. No, I'm just kidding. But everything, it's such a nice book for real. It says the man who desired gold, Banzer, the chariot builder of Babylon, was thoroughly discouraged from his seat upon the low wall surrounding his property. He gazed sadly at his simple home and the open workshop in which stood a partially complete chariot. His wife frequently appeared at the door, her furtive glances in his direction reminded him that the meal bag was almost empty, and he should be at work finishing the chariot, hammering and hewing and polishing and painting, stretching taut the leather of the wheel rims, preparing it and delivering so he could collect from his wealthy customers. Nevertheless, his fat muscular body sat stolidly upon the wall. His slow mind was struggling patiently with a problem for which he could find no answer. The hot tropical sun, so typically of this valley of Euphrates, was beating down upon him mercilessly, mercilessly. Beads of perspiration formed upon his brow and trickled down unnoticed to lose themselves in the hairy jungle of his chest. And so that's the first page of the book. If you want the book, go buy it. Amazon. No, I'm just kidding. Barnes and Nobles. But okay, on everything, the richest man in Babylon. Okay, this is a very wise tale, a great story that has principles of investing, principles of getting out of poverty, principles to live by. Okay. So it says money is the medium by which earthly success is measured. Money makes possible the enjoyment of the best the earth affords. Money is plentiful for those who understand the simple laws which govern its acquisition. Money is governed today by the same laws which controlled it when prosperous men thrown the streets of Babylon 6,000 years ago. And so 6,000 years, you're like, yo, is that a long time? No. 6,000 years, not a long time. The world's been around for centuries. So it's been for more than centuries. Because centuries is like 1,000. I mean, centuries, like 100. Years, time, um, measurements, centuries. You know what I'm saying? There's a decade, there's centuries, and there's a millennium. So a millennium, like a millennium is 1,000 years. There's been millenniums, multiple millenniums. There has to be something bigger than millenniums for it. Bigger than millenniums. Bigger than millenniums. What a giganome. A giganome. So bigger than a millennium is a giganome. Okay? Or scientific eras like eons are used to measure geological and astronomical timescales. So let's just go to a giganome. What is a giganome? Okay. How long has the Earth been around? And let's just get into it. 4.5 billion years. 4.5 billion years. A period of 10 billion years is known as an eon. Time scales larger than a millennium are generally grouped into larger intervals rather than having a single word. So you would say like, damn, it gets crazy. Millennium, mega unknown, epoch, a period, an era, and an eon. And so, how old is the Earth? It's 4.54 billion years. Okay. So, for just imagine 4.5 billion years of evolution. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's incredible just to like fathom that the Earth has been around that long. So, shout out to Earth for real. But okay, so let's set this dude a reminder so I don't like forget to collect that money on. Create note. And so you could say this is my chariot, right? We're polishing, we're waxing this stuff, like renew monthly service. And I'm gonna hit up on the first, per usual. Okay. So basically, these rules have been around, or like the saying this was established like in the laws, that this person put in here are foundation fundamental laws that used not only can be applied to today's time, but also has been used over many millenniums ago. Okay, and so it's saying today, money is governed today by the same laws which controlled it when prosperous men thronged the streets of Babylon 6,000 years ago. And so the table of contents is very informative. The table of contents, like, but the forward, and I'll read this because again today this is our financial kind of class, and so anything you teach, you also learn. Anything you learn, you can also teach. Each lesson you can teach a lesson. And grow your people, grow your community. There's so much noise out there, rap, hip hop, K-pop. There's so much noise, news, this, that. Why not put out a frequency of education, a frequency of abundance, a frequency of growing the collective wealth of America. Okay. So the forward. Our prosperity as a nation depends on the personal financial prosperity of each of us as individuals. Now I'm gonna go into that and say, before you can call, somebody else poor, think about in your own heart like how you're needing to improve. So the book deals with the personal success of each of us. Success means accomplishments as the results of our own efforts and abilities. So it all starts with the man in the mirror. Shout out MJ, like the man in the mirror. And the level of like self responsibility, the level of financial responsibility that you should have over yourself, and to understand the money game, to understand where money's flowing, and to be a part of that, and to not be left without no cheese. Like the proper preparation is the key to our success. Our acts can be no wiser than our thoughts. Our thinking can be no wiser than our understanding. This book of cures for lean purse has been termed a guide to financial understanding. And this is why I'm saying for investing, for investments, for getting to investing, I'm not talking day trading. I'm not talking, oh, buy this stock, the hot stock. Oh, I just made this much money off this stock. No, come on. That's some Wall Street trapper type stuff. We're going on long-term plays. And I'm not saying you can't get rich off that. You got to know what you're doing. You got to know what you're doing. But you can't time the market for real wealth. I think Warren Buffett said it best himself. On average, the best investors, the best day traders still don't come close to the returns that you get if you just throw your money in the market and leave it there and let it ride over time. So, long-term investing. And so that's why I get into here to say our acts can be no wiser than our thoughts. Our thinking can be no wiser than our understanding. And so that's why I'm telling you right now, our actions can be no wiser than our thoughts. We have to educate ourselves and lift up ourselves out of poverty through investing in our education and investing in ourselves to improve our financial education. Okay. The books of a cure, this book of The Cure for Lean Purses has been termed as a guide for financial understanding that indeed is its purpose to offer those who are ambitious for financial success and insights which will aid them to acquire money and keep money to make their surpluses earn more money. Let me read that again. It is indeed. It says that indeed is its purpose of the book and of these classes that I drop on Tuesday for investing, to offer those who are ambitious for financial success an insight which will aid them to acquire money. That's why I showed you in the beginning of the call, we're acquiring money, right? Because it's one of the first steps, right? Now, second, the reason that I'm dropping these financial education series, these financial education courses, is so that we can grow the New Rich Society members. And not only, do I have a way for you to earn money that's proven to make millions of dollars, not only have I done it myself so I can tell you and show you the way that I've done it and the way you can do it too, but also I'm showing you real life practical evidence of me doing it, but also educating you on how it's done. And so yesterday we went over e-com education. Today we're going over investing principles. Right now we're going over investing principles, but to get to investing, to actually start looking at charts, to start seeing where we're going to throw our money, we have to understand the bigger scope of everything. So stay tuned, make sure you follow so that you can get all the educational series that I drop. And every day throughout the week, I'm going to be going live at 12 o'clock, whether it's 12 o'clock during the day, 12 o'clock at night. Best believe we're going to be dropping content. And make sure you hit that sub button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can get updated once I go live and you can tune in too. And if you're watching after the live recording, just throw some thumbs up, throw some comments, throw some questions in here. I'll be glad to assist. I'll reach back on the comments when I can. I like going live so I can answer any questions y'all might have. Let me just welcome the chat. Edu series. And I'm like, okay, now let's get into some education series, right? Let's get into furthering the content. Like when I first got to Chicago, I was just posting whatever. Now I'm posting more. I'm finding my own lane, finding my path, and part of it is being an educator, and because when you educate somebody, you educate yourself. And so let's get back to it. In these pages, and so back to reading the last part was, this book is not only going to help you for acquiring money, but also to keep your money and to make their surpluses earn more money. Okay. Now, in the pages which follow, we're taking back to Babylon, the cradle. It says nurtured the basic principles of finance now recognized and used all over the world. Then, to new readers, the author is happy to extend the wish that its pages may contain for them the same inspiration for growing bank accounts, greater financial success, and solutions to difficult personal financial problems so enthusiastically reported by readers from coast to coast. To the business executives who has distributed these tales in such generous quantities to friends, relatives, employees, and associates, the author takes the opportunity to express his gratitude. No endorsement could be higher than that of practical men who appreciate its teachings because they themselves have worked up the important successes by applying the very principles it advocates. And Babylon becomes the wealthiest cities in the ancient world because its citizens were the richest people of their time. They appreciated the value of money. They practiced sound financial principles in acquiring money, keeping money, and making their money earn more money. They provide for themselves what we all desire: income for the future. This book was written by George S. Clason. Okay. Now, it took me a long time to get that book. Once I got that book, I know I had to keep that book. And, I believe I heard the audio book. I grabbed the physical book. This book, quality read. Definitely recommend reading that. Now, we're going to get into it. The class is going to end in 7 minutes. So I want to go over just some principles, right? Just some principles, like, I want to go over, which is, what do we go over? Invest in your mind, invest in your education, and understanding that it's your like responsibility. It's nobody else's responsibility to make you rich but you. Like, the government's not coming here to hand you out $1 million. At least not right now. The government, okay, your family's job, whether you come from a rich family or a poor family, it's not their job to give you that money. So it's like, especially, I know, like, for me, with the amount of value that I built up, and all that, it's like, okay, would I just want to give it to my kids, or would I want to make them earn it? Whether, structuring different type of incentives for them to unlock more cash. Like, okay, in the event I pass away, that, all the money that I've accumulated to pass on to the next generation would just be given to them all at once. No, 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 no. It would be, there would be stipulations, like, okay, maybe, depending on how this shit goes through, you know, I maybe wouldn't even give it to my kids. I give it to my kids' kids. Like, yo, it's your job. It's your job to get rich, man. Like, I didn't show you that it's possible. And I didn't show you can do it with a female, without a female. There's no excuse. There's no excuse to not be a millionaire in today's age. And soon it's like no excuse to be a billionaire in today's age. And so, like, look, if LeBron can do it, come on. Why can't everybody do it? And it's like, in today's age, if Dre can do it, sell his Beats Audios company for, like, sign deals to make $1 billion, whether it's on paper, whether it's in, liquid reserves, like, it's showing you that it's possible. Just the way the 7-minute mile was not possible until somebody broke that 7-minute mile. For all my athletes out there who know the story about, there was a time where human beings didn't believe it was possible for them to run a mile in under 7 minutes until somebody broke that false belief. And then other people started hitting quicker miles, 4-minute miles, 5-minute miles, 6-minute miles. And so I'm challenging you to grow your mindset to grow your financial education by following along on these series. And even if I don't, you know, you're like, yo, what is this guy talking about? What is this guy talking about? Like, even if you don't understand right away, follow along. It's a growth, it's a journey that we're all on together. And so that's really what I want to come here and kind of provide. And that's one of the main reasons I first started my content, was to beat poverty and to put it in a chokehold for real. And say, you know what? I'm not gonna let that hinder me from the success that I want to achieve. I'm not, and then also just show that it's possible and help other people overcome their own poverty as well by being an example. Now, if I had to get some stocks out on here, I would say Facebook, Meta. Shout out Meta. One of my people in my community. Amazing. They put me onto that. Meta's like $600 right now. It's incredible. I feel like it definitely go to $1,000 one day. As far as like money, crypto is so undervalued right now. Crypto is so under. Bitcoin's at like 60, 70,000. Come on. Bitcoin's at like 60, 70,000. You only just remember it was at 120? That's like a half off sale. That's a half off sale, like 50%. Like going to Walmart and they got a half off sale on like everything. You know what I mean? Like you would want to go shop. You would want to go shop and tell all your people to go shop. So that's that. And then also investing in your education. Like, oh, I can't buy 70,000 of a Bitcoin. No, I feel you. Invest in your education. Get your money up so that you can. It's nobody's responsibility but our own. So with that being said, I appreciate everybody tuning in for real. It's been love. And then also, look, how do you get your money up to get that? E-commerce, digital businesses, starting an online business. Tap in with me to get one-on-one mentorship. Rest my case. Thank you. I wish you abundance and can't wait to see the growth that we do on this channel. Let's go.